Recently, I recorded a video where I tried to fix this phone. But if you watch the video, then you know that it's definitely not exactly this phone because I destroyed it. This is my dad's old phone that I'm using right now. At the time, I was using this iPhone 6 as my primary phone. So this phone was just for listening to YouTube videos while I went to sleep at night. I had the phone rooted, and I had a custom YouTube player called YouTube Inverted 4.4.1.1 or something like that. That app would let me watch YouTube videos and let them keep playing while the screen was off. That way my room could be completely dark while I went to sleep. Now the phone was rooted and kind of hacked, so it let me do that. But this phone, even though I rooted it, won't let me do it for some reason. It might be part of the new firmware. I think it updated the firmware and now it won't let me replace the YouTube app with an older version, which is what that version is. I tried a bunch of things to get it to work, and this is what I came up with. What I have is I have the Android version of Firefox. On Firefox for Android, you navigate to a YouTube video or playlist. Playlists work just fine most of the time. You press play, and it looks a little weird for a second, but then it spins up and starts playing. Now, if I turn the screen off, it still works. You can hear the audio. And it's still playing in the background. Now you can full screen it if you want by pressing the full screen button. Works great. No problems, right? But in addition to this, I wanted to have a sleep timer that would shut off the video after about an hour had gone by. Now, I used to do this with the YouTube app, with this app called Sleep Timer. And all it does is pause your media after a certain amount of time. But that didn't work because Android Firefox doesn't register the YouTube video as a media in general for the phone. That's why it can play while the screen is off, because it's just playing inside Firefox on its own HTML5 player thing. So what I set up is I downloaded a program called Tasker, which can actually let you do a lot of cool things. But what I set it up to do is I created something that I named Kill Firefox 60, because it kills it after, 59 minutes actually. And basically, I just set this up. I have a pop-up to let me know that it's working. I have it wait 59 minutes, and then I have it kill the app. And I have root on, but it worked with the root off as well. And I have a pop-up letting me know that it worked. This was just during testing. So I'm going to change the wait down to 1 minute. I'm going to fast forward, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to play the video.
Money on someone. Who would you put money on? Right? What? I would put money.
Switch to Tasker, and press start. It says timer set. And then we need to wait 1 minute. You can see the little play icon next to the wait, showing that it's working.
I got one. Alright, a lot of gold down here I still need to find.
Alright, you can see it killed the app, and the audio stopped playing. So it works just great. Now it's really easy to change the timer. I just go to the wait, and I can change the minutes up to, if I could grab it, 59 minutes. I could make it 1 hour exactly, whatever. Days if I wanted to. So that's the best solution I've found for a sleep timer with YouTube on Android. Now, there is another way to do this on iPhone. This is what I did for a few days when I had to use the iPhone before I got my dad's old Android phone. So first what you want to do is go into your timer application, and when the timer ends, change that from a sound to be stop playing. Because the iPhone does recognize this as media playing. And this, it being opening up Safari, going to the YouTube video or playlist, and pressing play. But first I'm going to start the timer. So the timer's going. We're going to press play here. Plays just fine.
Yay! Don't play right me. Someone kill me. Alright. Okay.
Now you can see that it stopped the media, and everything works just fine. So the built-in timer works to stop Safari videos just fine. But the only problem is you can't play Safari videos with the screen off. And the only solution I found to deal with that is to make the brightness really low and play your video like that. Next to my bed, I usually set my phone on a stand like this. So when I was using the iPhone and I had the brightness turned down, also I can turn off auto rotate, and I had the brightness turned down way low, I would just turn it away from me. So it was shining light in another direction. It wasn't super bright. I like barely noticed. If you have a bunch of LEDs in your room, this will be the least bright thing in the room. But that's the best workaround I found for the iPhone playing YouTube videos while you go to sleep with a sleep timer. There are probably apps and other things that can do this, but I wanted to be able to access my playlists that I created or playlists that other people created and not have to search the video every time. Thanks for watching. If you guys have a tip or suggestion for how to listen to YouTube videos on iPhone or Android while you go to sleep, let me know.